USDC is now an on-chain asset on Algorand. On-chain financial applications, I think, are huge. Let's talk a little bit about that. What are the kind of segments, use cases? Where do you think USDC is going to get applied first, and where do you think it grows within the Algorand ecosystem?
Yeah, well, I think, and I know Sylvia mentioned sort of the idea that you need a consistent unit of measure across assets. I think if you look at some of the key primitives that we brought into Layer 1, one is the ASA framework, so the ability to create assets in any form and manage them very flexibly. Atomic transfers are another, and Layer 1 smart contracts are another. So the ability to sort of execute anything that you need at the full speed of the chain. And I think that one of the priorities we've given is scalability, but not at the expense of either decentralization or security. And I think especially for financial applications, security is very important. And so when we look at financial applications, we think they take really a few different forms. One are new emergent applications, especially in kind of DeFi area. We see USDC as really the fuel behind a lot of how those applications run. The second is we're starting to see a lot of interesting activity in traditional finance and also payments. And I think if you think about people starting to use crypto for more retail use cases, starting to use it at higher transactional velocity, they need both kind of a stable coin like USDC, but also a platform like Algorand that actually can and was designed from the beginning to scale to hundreds of millions or billions of users without changing the performance characteristics. And then ultimately we're seeing, I think, other forms of currency emerge. The Marshall Islands recently announced that they're launching their national currency on Algorand. So I think we're going to start to see more central bank digital currencies in this. And so I think if you take a step back, what we really think about is, what forms of financial products are going to sort of come next as you bring these assets on chain. How do you transact around those assets? And I think really this idea of programmable money that I know you've talked about a lot is something that we're really passionate about. And I think that the primitives we've created are uniquely well suited to enabling. And so
you hear Jeremy and Steve, the CEO of Algorand, and of course Jeremy was with Circle, which is attached to, of course, Goldman Sachs. Now, Steve said something very, very important. Remember, programmable money, guys. Programmable money and the scalability of Algorand. And of course, the co-founder, which is Silvio, who is what? Another MIT alumni. And of course, this all goes right back to Coinbase. And then plus we have Salo, which goes back to MIT, and then plus central banks and Fed. And we also hear about Steve bring up the central banks, working with the central banks. So guys, we see these stable coins as the foundation, the liquidity that they need to run the new economy.
This week, we're talking about USDC meets Algorand. For those that aren't familiar, Algorand came on the scene in 2017. It was a blockchain project that offered the promise of bringing radical improvements around the scaling and speed of blockchain transactions, with a particular eye on financial applications. And really, the Algorand team has delivered in a very big way with blockchain infrastructure that can scale even to potentially billions of users, tens of millions of daily transactions, all with negligible transaction fees. And I think unlike first or second generation blockchains, Algorand's platform was designed from the ground up to address many of the unique requirements of global payment applications and financial networks. And these are, I think, in our minds, really critically important attributes for the stablecoin ecosystem, as large financial institutions, global consumer fintech firms, and others around the world begin to add digital dollars to the mix of products and services that they're bringing to businesses and clients around the world. So in pursuit of the sort of ultimate goal of USDC being a standard protocol that can be used really, really widely as a digital dollar on the internet, Center Consortium, which governs the USDC protocol and standards and a variety of facets of the operation of USDC, embarked on a multi-chain USDC framework earlier this year. And at the time, we announced that Circle was entering into a partnership with Algorand to bring USDC to the Algorand blockchain. Last week, I believe, or very recently, Center Consortium announced that Algorand had become an official chain supporting USDC. And Circle today, in fact, rolled out broad support for the Algorand blockchain in our platform services offerings, including the ability to seamlessly do swaps across Ethereum-based USDC and Algorand-based USDC, which is really key for interoperability.
Jeremy speaks about the scalability of Algorand and then plus the global payment applications. And the fact is that they started from the beginning knowing what the actual banks needed. That means that they was working with the banks from the start. And guys, remember, Silvio is like I stated, from MIT. MIT works directly with the biggest banks and the biggest corporations. These are the greatest minds. They always have, if you go back to the history of MIT. Same way with Salo. Salo is what? MIT. And then also, they already said they've been working with the central banks and the Fed. So guys, it's directly connected. Remember what the New World Order does. They take the greatest minds and bring them in the circle. Remember the Brian Brooks and Jeremy interview where Brian Brooks stated to Jeremy, we were working on the world stablecoin. Again, Jeremy says in this video, USDC wants to be the standard protocol for internet money. But guys, let's get into the video. Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and WO book. Also, those who donated to the Cash App, Patreon, keep it coming. I know you bought that Aave, guys. I know y'all made some money, so keep that Cash App coming. And then also those who have purchased from the store, much love. Because like I says, more to come, probably comes today. But guys, of course, we're going to get into Bitcoin, cryptos first. We have a very, very important weekend. Why? Because, of course, we have futures. We have Bitcoin taking a little leg down. We know we're going to dip, guys. It's not going to be big because we've already dipped. So it's not going to be a big dip, guys. But the fact is, what we're going to do is what? Stay focused on the indicators. That's volume, Tether, and XRP, the stable coins, of course, not just Tether, but USDC now. Of course, USDC market cap has been running fast. But guys, we know we have futures. We know CME is Monday. And we know when it comes to Bitcoin, they need it again on the 5th. So the fact is, guys, we have this period of time when we take that dip, you have your opportunities. If you're a trader, you don't care whether it's going up or down. But those who are buying the dip, raising it up, same way I told you about Aave. It's very easy, guys. You take the lowest crypto you can find that you know is going right back up. That's how you make easy money. It's just plain and simple. It's not difficult. But, guys, let's get into the actual crypto news. Basically, we have the C word pushing everyone online. Of course, we have the jobs, ordering of food, your clothes. Basically, that was just within a 4 to 5 month period that basically everything got moved over. Being in crypto, guys, we can see the bigger picture. We know they want to bring on this digital economy, the robots, the AI. Of course, the masses don't understand that. They're still just looking at the stock market. As long as their 401k is decent, they're fine. That's the reason why the stock market is going to stay where it's at right now until this election in 2021. The hammer comes down. But we know what? UBI, Universal Basic Income, is coming to save the day. So what did the NWO do? They caused the problem. waited for the reaction, and they're going to run in with the solution. So, but we know for a fact this free money is running out. We already hear people getting evicted, foreclosure. That's going to quadruple, 10 times the amount in next year, guys, and we know it's coming. Now, guys, we have no internet, no problem. Venezuela gets Bitcoin satellite node. Guys, we know these 5G satellites that they're putting up going to have nodes on them. We know in places where the unbanked is at. The reason why they unbanked, because you can't get a bank there. So we know for a fact that these satellites are going to bring internet, and they're going to have nodes on them where people will be able to verify whatever they're doing, whatever transaction. So guys, we're definitely moving fast. Just like I said, over these next 12 to 24 months, it's going to be out of this world. Guys, we know the New World Order has a plan. So if they have a plan, it takes steps, it takes time. Nothing moves overnight. It takes time. When March came, everybody said, oh, the stock market crash is not coming back. What did I tell you? It's coming right back. I gave you the stocks to buy. You would have made 4 times the money to 10 times the money. But the fact is, guys, when this next one comes, it's not coming back up. We're going to have no profits for 10 years. But where is all the money going to be at? In the emerging market. So, guys, make sure you stay focused on my Cryptoteacher stock channel. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher NWO book. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Also, I forgot about Binance, guys. Remember, NEO is a borrowable asset. About that, I don't think I put that in the clip. But also, your stocks, like I said, don't forget about the channel, Cobalt, chip stocks, gaming, Cobalt. And then also, everybody sitting at home, your at-home stocks is C-word. Don't forget about the biotech stocks. And then also, while everybody's sitting at home getting free money or waiting on that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.